Hey guys, welcome back to the Bat Cave. So, this video is probably going to be a little short and sweet. As you can tell, this isn't the typical video that I've put out. My tapestry isn't drawn, so you can tell that my Bat Cave is actually my garage. It is my safe space and my haven away from the chaos. I don't have any makeup on, and it's not topic based today. It's more like a public service announcement. So, by the time this video is uploaded, and even currently right now, it is August 22nd of this year, 2019, which means for those of you who know me well, next month is the 1-year anniversary since my best friend passed away, which means that I probably won't be as wonderful and cheery and snapbackish and just the typical self that you know me. Also, I just finished my first week of classes, which have gone well in my perspective. But this is more of an update on what's going on. So I do have 2 videos in the works right now. The first one is one that I've talked about in the past. I really want to do a video about how America came to be. I want to talk about the English settlement of the 13 colonies. I want to talk about the French settlements and the Spanish settlements. I want to talk about how some of our states were once owned by Mexico. I want to talk about the U.S. Encompassing places like Hawaii and Alaska, how we got certain U.S. territories. But because it's a lot of history, I mean, the great state that I live in today has only been around for 200 years. So, I mean, the cemetery that I grew up with is almost as old as this state, which actually might be another video coming up because next month the cemetery that I grew up next to is doing a cemetery walk where they dress up as historical figures that were buried in that cemetery, and they give you like a tour of who they were, how they lived, things like that. But it, like I said, it is a lot of information. You figure the first states came to be in the 1600s, if not earlier, and our latest state was I think our latest state was either Hawaii or Alaska. One of them was 1956 or 1959, and the other was 1960. I'm not sure which, but I think Hawaii was 1960 and Alaska was 1959. But don't quote me on that. I will look up that information for you. But that's a general, like, 300 years of American history of us buying, conquering, and enslaving people. But the next video I also am putting together information for right now is I want to cover autistic spectrum disorder and other related disorders. My son is high functioning autistic, and I have a few friends and family members who are also have children or are on the spectrum. So yes, I have almost 11 years of experience with autistic spectrum disorder. I have written papers on it. I have done presentations on ASD, but I want to get the perspective of other parents and or family members, because just because you are or your child is or your family member is autistic does not mean that they fall on the same spot in the spectrum. I actually had a friend of mine express their worry of their child living at home forever until over the summer it was proved that they could hold a summer job, which is obviously a different point on the spectrum as my son, who from a onlooker, someone who doesn't know him personally, you would never notice or figure out that he was on the spectrum unless you spent at least a day with him. So obviously, two different parents with two different perspectives of two different children at two different ages. So there's obviously more information out there than what I can find in parenting articles and the psychological journals and things like that. So that's why it's important to get other people's perspectives when you are talking about a developmental disorder or a cognitive disorder. That, I guess, is the end of my public service announcement. But I wanted to let you know what's going on. I wanted to let you know that things might get a little rough for me in the next month or two, because not only is my friend's anniversary coming up, but our favorite holiday, the day that we celebrated together for many years, is also coming up, and that holiday is Halloween, which, as everyone knows, is October 31st. No matter how much people want to change it, that might be another video as well. People changing holidays. Still angry about that. Change trick-or-treating date all you want. Make it safer for your children. Do it the last Saturday of the month if you'd like, but you can't change a religious holiday. Oh, that irks me so bad. On topic, Kelly. Stay focused, Kelly. But yeah, videos will still be coming. They might be a little shorter. They might be a little longer, depending on the topic. But stay tuned. Come visit me in the Batcave via YouTube if you'd like. But I guess that's it for tonight. Have a great evening. I'll see you next time in the Batcave.